Welcome back to Cattlemen and Cattlemen. I'm Kevin Ochsner. Many consumers have questions about how beef gets from the pasture to the plate. While it's important for members of the beef industry to tell their story directly to consumers, we also need allies outside the industry who understand how cattle are raised and the health benefits of beef. Cattlemen to Cattlemen reporter Matt Fleck has a closer look at one Indiana operation that hosted a tour to help some nutritionists get the facts about the beef industry.
Recently, the Indiana Beef Council brought a group of nutritionists, chefs, and other culinary influencers to Lawson Land and Cattle in Thorntown, Indiana. The goal of the tour was to educate the attendees on modern beef production practices.
It's important to inform the consumer. We want them to feel comfortable with the product that we're producing, to make sure that they know that we're doing things the correct way, and that we make our living here, and we have to do things correctly or we'll be out of business.
Tour members got an up-close look at a working cattle farm and spoke one-on-one with many people who make their living in the beef industry.
We've spent time here in the shop talking about the industry and the different aspects of it. We also had a meat cutting demonstration, and then this afternoon after lunch we're going to go down to the feedlot, go out in the pasture, and then also go up to our cattle handling facility so that they get the full picture of what we do on a daily basis.
Learned a little bit what the farmers themselves have to do, the cattle farmers. I had no prior knowledge of that. If I'm serving the product, it's good to know where it starts and the background to it.
Many consumers rely on nutritionists as trusted sources of information, so it's important they have an understanding of how the industry works and the many health benefits of beef.
So many of their clients and even themselves are removed like 2 or 3 times from the farm. So getting this up close and well done event kind of gives them a little bit of knowledge about the cuts of meat, the background of the farmer, how animals are cared for, how well they're cared for. And also they get to talk to a veterinarian. They get to talk to people that are in the industry that really can help dispel myths and can help empower them with their clients and things.
I do come across a lot of clients and participants that just have a misunderstanding of what actually occurs on the farm or confined feeding operations, and they're not really what they think they are, or they've only seen or heard something on the radio or seen it on TV. So being able to come here, listen to the presenters, and actually see it firsthand is huge for me, because now I can talk from experience and say, well, I was just there in 2016 and I know what I saw. They're clean, they're well fed. The farmers definitely, they have a passion for what they do.
We do a pre-survey on their way here on the bus so that we get an idea of what their knowledge base is, and then we do a post-survey on their way home. Last year we did all chefs and chef students, and it was a huge difference when they came and when they left of the knowledge that they had about the beef industry and the different aspects of the cow-calf or the feedlot and the things that we do, the care that we take and how we handle the animals. Their perception was completely different when they left than when they came.
The relaxed atmosphere gave the tour members a chance to ask questions and clear up any misconceptions they have about the beef industry.
Actually, last year I found one of the most interesting questions was from a young man from Indianapolis, is that was surprised that we had internet service out here and that we had computers. So it's interesting that sometimes, you know, we're only about 35 miles from downtown Indianapolis. And when people come out here, they think they're way out in the country, and we're pretty close to the urban setting of Indianapolis, and so we welcome this at any time that we can get those people out here so that they can experience the things that we do here on the farm.
Donnie hopes more ranchers will take the time to share their story with consumers and potential advocates for the industry.
The consumers are hungry for that kind of information, and unfortunately they get a lot of misinformation on the internet or in the news, and so you need to open up your farms and your ranches, invite them out. It doesn't have to be a group of this size. It can be one-on-one or just a half a dozen or a handful of people, but make your farm available for those people.
Reporting from Thorntown, Indiana, I'm Matt Fleck for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.
To keep up to date on the issues facing cattlemen and women and to help make a difference in the industry, why not join Donnie Lawson as a member of NCBA? You can join by calling 1-866-USA-BEEF or visiting the website at beefusa.org.